What's up, and welcome to my review of the Cleghorn Trail. This is a pretty popular trail that's found in San Bernardino, California. It's well known for its hill climbing and scenic views, and it's really a trail for everybody because it's generally easy, but there's a lot of moderate to difficult obstacles along the way. And this trail is pretty easy to find. It's right off the 15 freeway going north towards Victorville. Right before you get to the Cajon Pass, there's an exit called Cleghorn Trail. You get off the freeway, and the trail's right there. There's even a little staging area for you to air down and prepare for the trail. Now, I'm making this review from the perspective of a Toyota Tacoma owner. I have a 2017 myself, and I also had one of my friends. He had a 2016 that was running the trail with me, and we started off by airing down our tires to around 20 to 25 PSI. It's not 100% necessary to air down for the trail, but it is pretty helpful if you want a smoother ride and an easier time crawling up obstacles. Now, the first thing to mention is that the Cleghorn Trail is a fire trail, meaning it's a maintained road meant for emergency vehicles during a fire. And because it's a maintained road, it's pretty smooth going throughout the trail. You don't even really need four-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive would be able to get you through the trail. Something else to point out is that in terms of safety, most of the trail is only wide enough for one vehicle, but there are turnouts and wider sections if you need to pass other people that are coming down the trail. It's also important to be careful around some of the turns because there are guys coming back on quads and razors that aren't necessarily paying attention, and they can hit you if you're not careful. So the trail continues to take you up the hill until you reach the very first obstacle. The first obstacle is the funnest in my opinion. It's a huge hill with an electrical tower at the top, and there's about 5 different ways that you could climb it. The obstacle itself isn't too difficult, but it is recommended that you have a spotter if you have a stock or a low clearance vehicle, because I've seen guys take body damage while they're climbing this. Also, low floor gearing and lockers isn't a bad idea either. Now for our Tacomas, we had a 3-inch lift and 33-inch tires, and we have rear lockers. So we're not exactly stock, but I have climbed this obstacle with my vehicle while I was stock in the past. Continuing up the trail, you're going to see mostly the same as you climb the mountain. After about a mile or so, there's going to be a split in the road, and left is going to take you to the entrance of Cleghorn off the 138 freeway, and continuing straight is going to keep you on the fire trail. After another couple miles, you will find the next obstacle. It's another hill, and it's not very hard to climb at all. There is some deep ruts, but if you're an experienced driver or you're using a spotter or lockers, you're going to be just fine. The next major area on the trail is a rutted hill with a rock formation at the top. There's a nice little area where you can park your vehicles, set up camp, and relax. And at the top of the rock formation, you can kind of get some good views of everything that's around. And we climbed this obstacle. We met up with another group of Toyota owners. They had a couple tacos in their group, some 4Runners, and a pretty badass FJ. Continuing on the trail, you're going to find more obstacles to play on. They all follow the same general theme: use a spotter, engage your lockers, etc. Some get pretty tight for a truck, so you risk scratching your vehicle on bushes and trees, but as long as you're careful, you should be fine. One of the last obstacles is probably the one that risks the most damage. It's very easy to climb up, but on the way down is where things get pretty hairy. The best line down the obstacle puts your vehicle kind of sideways. As you inch down, you slide closer and closer to the wall. This was our first time trying the obstacle, and we're getting close to body damage. Luckily, we made it down with no issues, and we continued along the trail. The last stretch of the trail is pretty easy as you start descending down the mountain. There's some really good views of Silverwood Lake where you can take some nice photos and videos, and the trail ends up dropping you off near the lake on the 138. As you can see, we finished the trail, we air up our tires, and we prepare ourselves to go home. In conclusion, I highly recommend the Cleghorn Trail for anybody that enjoys off-roading. This trail is a good fit for veterans and new off-roaders because of the range of difficulty and its obstacles. The trail is great for Jeeps, it's great for trucks, ATVs, razors, pretty much anything that can off-road is going to have fun here. I've personally run this trail 5 times and I haven't gotten bored of it yet. So thanks for watching my review of the Cleghorn Trail. I hope you enjoyed it. I plan on reviewing other off-roading spots that I frequently visit, so keep an eye out for that. And if you have any requests on off-roading trails that you want me to review, leave a comment below and I'll post my social media information below so you guys can hit me up there. So once again, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys again in another off-roading video.